Hello, my name is Ari, and today is January 22nd, and as of last week, January 15th, I've been on testosterone for 4 months. So this is going to be my 4-month update video. I think one of the more drastic changes that has happened over this last few weeks is my voice. It's dropped to the point where I feel very confident talking to other people who don't know me and being perceived as male. So that's nice. I think around 2.5 months was when I first started to really notice a difference, and it was almost every couple of days my voice would drop a little more and more. So every time I got used to my new voice, it was dropping again. But now it doesn't crack as much. I still have a few moments where my voice will crack, but it's not as, it doesn't occur as much as it used to. But it's just nice to have a deep voice and not having to worry about people seeing me as male, but then hearing my voice and being completely confused. So that's nice. Ever since upping my dose from 0.3 to 0.5 milliliters, I don't know why that happened, milliliters, the other thing I've really noticed is my face is a little more oily and I have more acne up here, but you know, I've noticed hot flashes and stuff like that, but I just got over a cold, so I'm not sure if it was because I was sick or because my body's still getting used to the higher dose. Either way, my hair growth is still pretty steady. These last few weeks, I started to notice that my thigh hairs, they're not caught up to what my lower legs look like, but they're more noticeable, and the hair is thicker and darker, and you know, it's creeping up my hips and stuff like that, but it's catching up. I have a few like bald spots that still need filling in. I feel like my body's also gotten a little wider, like my shoulders are wider, my neck is definitely wider, and my jaw as well. But I don't know if you can tell in this video, but have a little bit of a Adam's apple now. I also noticed a new muscle on my shoulders right here, popping out when I look in the mirror, which is pretty cool. My sideburns have been just getting crazy if I leave them go. I got my hair cut last week, so they're still a little neat, but after a week, they're starting to get a little stubbly again. Before, the hair was soft, but now it's feeling more like stubble. And then my chin hairs are still, there's like 5 long dark hairs and then a bunch of shorter, lighter hairs everywhere. And I have this one long dark hair sticking off of my Adam's apple. It's weird. Emotionally, it's been weird. Like, when I first started testosterone, I really didn't cry. I didn't know if I couldn't cry or I just didn't come into any experiences that would make me cry like I used to. Like, I used to watch commercials with like animals, any kind of animal. It could be cute, it could be sad, and I would cry. Now, it's a rare occurrence. Like, I don't have that well of emotion as I used to. But I think 2 weeks ago, I had just all this built-up frustration with my chest and trying to figure out how to pay for surgery, that I kind of had like a breakdown at work. And it's amazing that I have such supportive people to work with. I don't know if I was working anywhere else, I would have had the same reaction, but and I appreciate everyone I work with, because you know, I don't know, like, they accept me and I can just be myself. I don't have to hide anything, which is really nice, because I've hid who I am for 21 years, and it's nice to be around people who embrace me being me. So, you know, I had my little breakdown. It was like years and months of just frustration, like all boiling out at once about how I felt about my chest, and I forgot how good it felt to cry. I really did. And so after that, and one of my bosses actually practices something called Reiki, and so she did a Reiki ritual for me, and after that I just felt so much more at peace. And you know, I'm trying to get into things like meditation and just any kind of habit I can form to help me stay out of my head and like stop overthinking things. So you know, that, and whatever helps. And so yeah, that's what I'm trying to focus on. I'm trying not to focus on, you know, my chest, and focus on things I can do to better myself. Does any of this make sense? I don't know. I'm rambling now. Alright, I'm just gonna stop talking about that. I'm not in school anymore, so I get to focus on working and saving up money and stuff like that. I called my dad's insurance agency to find out if they cover top surgery, because I went on the Human Rights Campaign website, and they did state that the insurance through my father's work does cover, or is transgender inclusive. So I just had to find out if our plan covered the bilateral mastectomy, and they do, or they will, if I follow all of their instructions and get all the paperwork done and everything like that. So now I'm going to start narrowing down the doctors and like setting up consultations so that they can perform a predetermination, decide whether or not my insurance company will cover it. So, which is great, because then that'll bring what I have to pay for my top surgery down from $8,000 to as much as $1,000 all the way to $20 or $30 copays. Not include, I guess that's not including medication and stuff like that. I'm not sure. I have to, you know, this is something else I can focus on now that I'm not in school. I can put more focus on figuring out all my top surgery stuff. So I'm hoping by maybe the end of summer into fall, I will have a date set for my top surgery, which is amazing. It feels amazing to actually have a plan and have an idea of when something like this can happen, and it's not so up in the air, and I'm not thinking like, wow, I have like zero money saved up, so this is never gonna happen for another like 2 years. So now I have a stable idea of what's gonna happen. So yeah, I think that's about it. I don't have anything else to talk about. So yeah, I'm gonna try and make a video on time next month. I don't really have much privacy where my room is. I'm between the kitchen and the dining room. So, and with my family, there's always somebody eating. So I'm never alone. I'm gonna try to do it on time. So goodbye.